What up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. We are back from Car Week in Monterey. It was a really long week. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog from Car Week. I tried to cover as much stuff as I could, but it's hard to be in total sales business connection mode and filming it at the same time. So I'm sure I probably missed a lot of stuff. But this week we're back at it. We're here on a rooftop here in Long Beach. With Larry, who is getting some sick photos of cars here. God,
it's kind of like Miami Vice here, but
it kind of is kind of vibey.
Vice.
Long Beach Vice. We should call it that.
Look at that.
So sick, right? We got the Elvin in the 32 here. We got my Supra, fresh back from Monterey. Broke the engine in on the way there and the way back. So looking forward to getting this one back over to Haltech to get things kind of finalized on the tune there. And then obviously keeping this build going. Next up is the interior, so we'll be knocking that out. I also took my R33 today. I brought both cars since we're in the neighborhood. So this car is here getting some love too. This one needs to get the AC recharged, so this will probably be going back to Long Beach, so Wakita can do some work on that. We have a Larry's insane R34 GTR here. This car he purchased from us, left in Japan, drove it in Japan, then together with us and our Built by Legends program did the chassis restoration on this car, and it looks just absolutely insane. Fresh paint, chassis restoration.
Can you move the 33 on the other side of the 32?
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna shoot 32, 33, and 34 together. So we got 32, 33. Back to what I was saying about Larry's 34. So nice. Brand new Bayside Blue from Garage Yoshida. Complete chassis restoration. Add van wheels, Z-tune bumper, and latest edition, the R35 GTR brakes. We both drove up to Pebble Beach, him in the 34, myself in the Supra. So put some miles on these cars and driving them exactly like you should be doing. Another day. Man, I am exhausted. It is Wednesday, and we're keeping things moving this week. Obviously, Monday was a slow day for me coming back from Car Week. Tuesday, busy day. Today, Wednesday, lots going on here at the shop. We just got this black R34 GTT that we're listing on the website right now. It is $55,000. This thing is pretty cool. Looks really great on the work motion wheels. Has the kind of GTR look to it here with the Urus side skirts, rear spats, and of course that Urus front bumper. This thing is really rad. It looks so good in black. I think as far as GTTs go, black definitely gives it more of the GTR look because it looks so much more aggressive in black, and definitely brings out a lot of those body lines that look a lot more defined in black. You start to lose some of those body lines in other colors, so it starts to kind of definitely look narrower like it actually is. This kind of makes it look a little bit wider like a true GTR. So we're pretty happy about this one. I think this will be a great car for inventory. Otherwise, still lots of things kind of running around here right now. We've got some GTRs that have arrived. This GTT just sold finally. It was on the site for, I shouldn't say finally, it was only on the site for a couple of days, but was incredibly popular. Sold almost right away. We've got a red S15 Spec R that's coming to inventory soon. I don't think we've photographed this one yet, but we will have it photographed soon. And on the website, this thing looks super rad. Be a really cool car for somebody who wants to get into a Spec R. It has the Spec R wing. Does have kind of a aftermarket wide body, which brings out the rear quarters a little further than a standard Spec R. The standard Spec R looks pretty good the way that it is, but this one just brings it out a little bit further. I think looks really cool, especially as mentioned earlier with the Aero wing. It also has the Aero front bumper, incredibly hard to come by. So I think that this will be a super cool car for somebody hopefully somebody picks this thing up. Would be great to see it stay local, but for an extra $11,000 in emission compliance, I don't know that it will. It's a lot to add to the price of an S15. We've got this 8.6 that we are actually exporting to Japan. The guy's moving to Japan, so we're shipping it out for him. And inside, we've got this Accord Euro R that came in. This is something that I sold in Japan previously. We had to wait for it to turn 25, but we are shipping it this week to its new owner. I'm sure he's excited about that. This thing is super rad. Really, really cool car. It's like a Civic Type R or the Integra Type R, just as an Accord. So really interesting four-door option if you aren't looking at a four-door Integra Type R. For here, we've got this JZX 100 finally getting ready to go. This should be on the website soon. Really cool to see this one, but back outside, getting unloaded right now, is a little something that one of our customers picked up when I was in Pebble Beach. I was at the auction and kind of helping with the bidding on it. We've got a big reliable carrier out here. As you can kind of see in the distance, there are two cars in there and only one of them that makes sense coming to us. The upstairs one is a roof, and down below it, Subaru 22B. There it is, the 22B. Alvin's a Subaru enthusiast. What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's 400 of these made. Gen OEM white body. STI BDS, white. White fenders, white quarter panel, white front bumper.
It's the one to have, huh?
The only one to have.
All right, we've got this tucked in for the night. Man, this thing is cool. 36,000 kilometers on it with all of the books and records. Really good find. It is Friday and we've got things coming and going. We got Lucky's here dropping off some R34 GTRs to us, a pair of them. This is one that I sold in Japan, and the customer opted to have us do some work on it. He already had some wheels picked out here, so we did Z-Tune bumper, the Z-Tune fenders, the Nismo side skirts, rear spats on the car, which really completes the look. I believe he already has some LMGT four wheels, I want to say, that are going on this thing, so it should look pretty cool. And then obviously a couple other little things popping up around here. We've got this really nice, completely stock R32 GTR that just came in. It is super clean, no dash bubble, really original car, even the wheels and the tires. This thing we just listed on the website for $60,000. So if you're looking for a really clean R32 GTR, that's definitely it. Has kind of like a interesting little fog light option on here. These are not the factory ones, but definitely something somebody added, which if you're into that, they're great, especially if you do a lot of mountain driving. If you're not into that, I would take them off. But let's see what else has now arrived. A pair of R32 or R34 GTRs. A pair of R34 GTRs. Looking nice. This one's got the side skirts, and I think we might have actually just got this one done. This one we just added inventory, put the LMGT4s on, and then we put the carbon side skirt extensions around. These are from Kansai Service. They are Kansai Service. So they look really cool. Kind of like the Nismo ones, but they're carbon. Adds a unique look to it. And then this one here, another customer car, that I had sold previously that just arrived as well. I'm sure he'll be really looking forward to getting this. This guy has bought so many cool parts for this car that have just been waiting for it to get in. So I'm excited to see him get to work on this one for sure. It is super, super nice. Back, we've got a couple things going on. We have a customer coming for this car right now. He's coming to pay for it and have us get started doing the California emission compliance on this so we can register in California. Next to it, we have Junimai's Kaido House Hako. This car he bought from us originally completely stock, and then kind of did a whole Kaido Racer theme to it, which is really, really cool. Super cool inside. Sparko Houndstooth. Yellow harness bar. Really cool livery on it. This car we are actually shipping overseas. But really cool. Custom valve cover there. Really super rad car. I love the stuff that June does with his cars. Always makes them so unique and interesting for sure. But outside of that, still kind of a lot of similar inventory. The JZX 100 got listed on the website today, so that is available. You or anyone you know is interested in a really cool, fast ripper drift sedan with a sick body kit on it. We have cars arriving, but also cars leaving. The silver R34 GTR is getting set to make its way to its new owner right now. It gets loaded up. Alvin does his kind of final inspection photos of it. A really clean, nice stock car. This guy actually had a GTT that he had bought from us and is upgraded into a GTR, so super hyped for him on that. And another one out of our warehouse.
And there you go.
What's up, guys? It is Sunday, and thought I was going to take a little weekend off of car stuff. Had a reason to kind of get dressed up and go meet my buddy Lance for the San Marino Concours, or San Marino Motor Classic, as they call it, which is kind of like a post-Pebble Beach concours. People get awards, car show, for all sorts of different things. Got everything from pre-war cars to some stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and in some cases newer. But there's some interesting stuff here, different kind of features, different things. But what's interesting about this event is they allow Japanese cars, and there's very few of them here, but they do have this, which is pretty rad. It's like an all-track that's here. Got some early Subaru stuff. We've got a Suzuki Cappuccino, Land Cruiser with a really cool livery on it, especially with the cat theme going on. We've got a Z, but the important one, this is so sick. This is a 1967 Nissan Silvia. Very rare. They built 500 of them. I have sold one of them. It was not this car, but this car is really, really cool. They are all this color. And again, in this era, we had cars like the Hakosuka, which would have been a very early Skyline. And that even more so, the two doors and stuff were more in the early 70s anyhow. But this kind of predates that. This car, really, really nice. Super cool color. Color that we eventually later saw on slightly some of the two-tone S13s later on, which was the predecessor to this car. And then of course we've got some Datsuns next to it. But again, so cool to see this Silvia here. Really, really, really nice, really interesting, and super cool to see. This car is so sick. It's an old gullwing. Really, really, really incredible car. Dang. Man, these are always so cool to see. Over here is the winner circle, where we just hopped out of a car that I got to ride through the show with, which was kind of funny to get the to get the trophy. But basically they're parking the winners of the cars here, which are kind of interesting. So take a quick little stroll and see what won. Got Mercedes limousine, a pagoda. These are so cool. Love the color of these. This one especially is so great. Another gull wing here, followed by another gull wing, an early Countach. These are pretty sick. And then of course the car that we rode through and hopped in on. It's pretty rad. But all sorts of interesting things around here, different eras, different cars. We do have a couple more Japanese cars off here in the corner. Both of these won awards for their classes here, which is kind of unique. This is an Isuzu, which is pretty crazy. I love the design on that, but an Isuzu Impulse Turbo, kind of crazy, kind of different looking. And then this right next to it is kind of cool to see. Triumph. We've got Morgan, Aston Martin, Buick. So all sorts of interesting kind of things coming through here, including some old race car liveries. So yeah, I mean, not quite Pebble Beach, but still really cool to see, and right in our backyard. Well, there's still a lot to see here. Too much more to throw in the vlog, but just some interesting cars in general. Love to see the older Ferraris and stuff like that. Always super cool to see. But it is super hot, and right now we are off to go shoot an ad for Advanced Auto Parts and Pennzoil for Formula One, which is coming up in November. Hopefully you guys will be joining me there, and one of you guys can join me there by entering this contest we're shooting the ad for. So time to head up to Blake's right now and knock this ad out in the hot heat. All right, so the Concours San Marino Motor Classic was sick. Got to see a lot of cool cars and hang out with my buddy Lance. We're now at Blake's, where we're going to wrap up filming some stuff for Pennzoil Advanced Auto Parts ad, where you can enter a chance to win to go to Formula One in Las Vegas. I can say that in the YouTube video because it's not part of the paid promotion, but you'll be able to go to F1 in Las Vegas. All you got to do is
the big race.
Yeah, sorry. Join us at the big race. Where all you got to do is buy some oil at Advanced Auto Parts and upload your receipt. So that'll be running at some point. You'll see a commercial for it, ad for it that I'll be in, and just know that that's what it's for, and you can enter a chance to come hang out with Pennzoil, Advanced Auto Parts, and the Formula teams for the big race. But all right, in the meantime, let's go get this thing knocked out and probably grab a beer and a pizza afterwards, and see you when we pick up for next week's vlog. All right, we are back at it again. Also shout out Pennzoil and True Brand for sending me another hat. These things have been pretty sick. Got 3 of them now, so that's cool. But lots going on today. It is actually my last day in town before I go home for my birthday. So we are getting as much work as we can get in here at Toprank in Cypress. We've got this gunmetal R32 GTR that I'm doing some walk around videos for right now. Basically, customers can't always come here to check out these cars. This guy is actually in Texas, so we're saving him a trip and going to show him everything we can on the car. This car, obviously not a whole lot to show because the car is in completely original condition, but because of that, there is some important things to show to kind of show what kind of condition original is. A big one is the condition of the wheels, which are really great. It's got brand new tires on it, which is something that we do when cars are generally left completely stock, because over time not as much gets done to them. This car's got the original factory exhaust on it, which is pretty cool. Right now we're letting the car come up to temp. He wants to see it idle for about 20 minutes, make sure it doesn't overheat, which it won't. So we're good there. The moldings and everything in super good shape. The dash, really good condition, and the seats are something I like to talk about. These are a dark charcoal gray. I'm not sure how good the camera picks that up, but a lot of times you see these sun faded blue, and that is because cars get left outside in Japan quite a bit. There is no UV protection on this, so the heat gets in there, the UV rays get in there, and it kind of changes the color of these seats to blue instead of black or dark charcoal gray as they're supposed to be. So you can see This one looks definitely like it was kept inside. Just really nice dark gray color, as it should be, and no dash bubble together. Kind of makes it seem like an indoor stored car. That's great. Air conditioning's blowing cold. Factory radio in here, which is something we don't see a whole lot of. Otherwise, completely stock and original all the way around. So really, really good car. That's what he's looking for. He wanted something he could buy in original condition, keep it stock, and just enjoy the car as a completely original car. Love that. We had a second candidate here, which is very similar car, slightly different in price, but also completely original, completely stock. So kind of doing a little comparison between the two cars for him right now on these, and I'm sure one of these will be a car he goes with, but here side by side for comparison. The Pajero Evo still here. Talk is driving it this week, putting some miles on it and just kind of keeping it in good running condition. We also have this Bayside Blue R34 GTR that looks like it'll finally be leaving us. This car took a little bit of time to sell. Everybody said they love the white wheels and the wing riser in the comments, and then of course when it comes to application, people seem to not like those things. However, we did find a buyer who likes the car for everything else, so we're going to be removing those wing risers, changing out the wheels, and then we've got this one I think sold to him. So I'm looking forward to this one finally leaving us here. We're going to leave this one run for a while it comes up to temperature, come back, check on it, make sure the temperature hasn't gone up at all, and that should be about the final thing there. As we kind of move through the back here, there is a good amount of other cars hanging out here. We've got this car, which we're actually sending back to Japan. It was imported from Japan for a customer. He's moving back to Japan, so sending that one back for him. We've got this JZX 100 finally coming to life and available on our website now. This I think will still be a popular car here relatively soon. Outside of that, a few little new additions here, but nothing too crazy. We've got this GTT that just came in that we're doing some stuff on. We've got this yellow one just getting washed for the sake of getting washed, and we have a new Bayside Blue car here that is in and arrived. This one's looking pretty good. Has some carbon accents. We've added the Kansai Service side skirts and rear spats, Nismo LMGT4s, carbon blade. So overall, looking pretty good here, and excited about getting this one listed and on the way. David's giving himself a hoe bath. And over here we've got a couple other ones showing up. This one is customer car already sold on its way out. The active red car finally sold. I think as mentioned, 22B is leaving us. June's car is leaving us. Got a Hako over here. Got another R34 GTR that has arrived. This is a customer owned car. Sold this one while it was still in Japan. So a lot of basic things happening around the shop right now. Nothing too out of the ordinary or crazy, which is great. As mentioned, it is my birthday week, so I'm looking forward to just being able to go home in peace and not be super bothered with a whole bunch of things happening here at the shop. It's a Cordiero R, still waiting for transport. These things are super rad. That one sold relatively quickly, so hopefully we have some more of those on the way here. Now let's go check out this thing. It's been running for about 20 minutes. And look at that, perfect operating temp. Nice cold air, so I think we're gonna have a sale here. So get these videos done for him and wrap this up and finalize my day. All right, so our night continues. We're switching it up a little bit. We got my boy Alvin here, and he's got his camera in his hand. Yo. We got the R33 here, but we're actually not shooting the R33 itself. It is being used as kind of my prop for what we are shooting, and that is this watch right here. This is a watch that got sent to me from one of my Instagram followers. It's a guy I've known for a while. Him and I've kept in touch via Instagram for quite some time. But this is the Touring R GMT watch. It's a GMT with carbon fiber case, and we'll do a full review of this here. But I've been wearing the watch, getting used to it, liking it. Told him I would do a little review of it, post some photos of it and stuff like that. So it's been pretty cool. It's a GMT, which means it's dual time zone. So it's pretty cool. I can set it to the time in Japan as well as the time here, which is pretty nice. And again, we're just doing a little evening shoot here with the R33 and the watch. It should turn out pretty cool, and love that. Big supporter of people doing their own things, creating their own things, and obviously I love watches and cars, so this is working out really great. Alright guys, welcome back to my home state of Wisconsin. We're here for Final Bout. David is around here somewhere, so we're going to track him down. But we are going to watch a little drifting and check out some of the cars that are here. I actually brought my parents with me, which is kind of funny. They have no idea about what they're about to watch, but it should be pretty good. There's a couple of R32s here right off of the bat. We've got a Impul themed GTST and a Safari built R32, which is kind of crazy. It's got some Nismo parts on it. This is something that's going on the truck, which is pretty cool, but definitely kind of interesting. Has the similar roof rack to what's on the truck, just cropped, which is pretty interesting, and overall kind of an odd car, but pretty cool to see this. Shout out John. And I'm sure there's going to be some other kind of crazy stuff around here, so let's dig into it. Just a couple clean little S chassis here. It's JZX 90s and JZX 100s. Got the 911 here. I do dig this. Excited to have mine back. Purple JZX 100.
No shit. SRK.
Lots of S chassis stuff here. And this little Spec S with some Spec R wing on it. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's go find the parents and watch them drifting.
Has one of the best
Car show area, a few little things. Another S15 here. We've got a Soup, same color as mine. Kind of cool to see. Pretty good. Lots of merch here, but we're gonna go try to find David and see what's good. These are pretty good, good color. Always cool to see the 4-door Skylines. Our 34 GTT sedan. These make a pretty sick looking drift car. Rodney is around here somewhere. He's got his with him, so hopefully we can find it and check it out, but it's a pretty good looking car. But there's a couple little Skylines here. Some GTSTs, Michigan and Illinois sedans. But pretty cool to see all this happening in Wisconsin for the final round of Final Bout. And best of luck to David and his team. But this is the end of my car stuff for the weekend.